So today's project with the Jetta is fixing the coolant leak. I'm pretty sure I know where it's coming from. It's leaking pretty good this morning. Now it only leaks when it's cold at night, and then it warms up when the sun's beating on it right now. But if I drive it and then park it at the store and come out, there won't be anything under it, and then when I get home there won't be anything under it all night until the morning when the temperature changes again. So I think it's the thermostat housing gasket. Step 1 is going to be disconnecting and removing the batteries so we have enough room in here to work. You can remove your engine cover, and then we'll remove the front bumper. I made a video the other day showing how to remove the front bumper, so I'll skip over those steps. Okay, we're ready to drain the coolant out of it. It's leaking so good today that I want to get the coolant drained out fast. Maybe we can get one more shot of where it's leaking from here. See it coming out of that gasket right there? So I'm hoping the plastic isn't damaged, that I can just get away with changing the gasket. So I'm going to unclamp the radiator hose right here, hopefully draining it out into this pan. Remove the cap up here. So this is what I bought to refill it, and you can get the concentrate or you can get the same size container and it's already mixed 50-50, but that one's $19 and this one's $22. So you might as well get the concentrate, mix it yourself. And then we have this bucket. We'll leave this in here, and that way we can just put this right back in and we can top it off with more if we have to. But I think we're ready. So it looks like all of our coolant's drained. We're going to put that hose back on, get the bucket out of the way, and then we'll start changing the gasket. Ew, what is this? That's really weird because there's no coolant in my oil yet. But that looks pretty white and milky. Walks over to the dipstick. No, we're still good there. It could use a change, I mean, but we're still good. It's not white and milky. Okay, so here's an update. I've got the thermostat housing off. It was a little hard to get it off of the coolant pipe down there. It just pulls off, but that was really tough. When I got the thermostat housing off, this is what fell out. This is supposed to be that rubber gasket there. It was obviously leaking. It's all bad in here. So we'll get that cleaned up. Try to clean up where it goes back onto the coolant pipe. But now that I have it all the way off, if you can see here, it's a little broken on both sides. So I think we're just going to put it back together like this and run it and see what happens. Maybe this new rubber gasket will still seal up, even though it really needs to be between two pieces of plastic like that, and it just doesn't have that support there. So now the trick is, when you tighten everything back up, you want to go about 73 pounds over torque spec. That's what I recommend. So the thermostat housing slid back onto the coolant pipe pretty easy. Hopefully it sealed up good. That O-ring seemed fine. Now we'll just reconnect all these hoses. So if you're paying attention close, we forgot to put this bracket back on, which means we ran those bolts in about the thickness of this bracket too far. So we're going to take those back out, stick the bracket on because it holds this pipe here, and one more down behind it. So I got everything back together with the new gasket in. I still have to get the new thermostat housing and the coolant flange there. And we might do the coolant pipe, but probably not if it's not leaking. So we'll see if it leaks tomorrow morning when the sun comes out. We put 67 miles on it yesterday. And right about now is when it would be leaking because the sun's beating on the front of it and it's cold overnight and no leaks. So we're good for now.